you walked around the construction site. What were your thoughts about the progress?
No, we're so happy about the progress. The new team has really given us a lot of momentum. A lot of works are going on, and we're getting ready to start production. The month so I'm happy about it.
What in particular are you happy about? Because there are so many sectors in this particular factory. We are really seeing that there's also the landscaping and all sorts of things happening. What can you tell us about specifics?
I'm so happy about the Teco team, the one that started installing machinery and the system inside the building. The machines that are being work system, work is doing so. But I'm also happy with the team that is doing the landscaping, that's doing the leasing, that's doing the road construction, the fence. I'm happy. Generally, I'm happy with
And this morning you are awaiting a team visit. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the team from WHO, Geneva headquarters, we are coming to visit to see the progress, see what we are doing in Africa, and probably look at how we can partner with the capacity of the African continent in terms of producing drugs and medicines that are really needed for the African continent.
What would they ordinarily do, apart from just seeing what's happened? Do they give a statement? What would they ordinarily do? I mean, is it the first time?
Yeah, it's the first time that we are serving WHO team here, and we have no doubt they are going to be happy with what they are going to find out, because I'm not sure that we have seen this kind of facility in the African continent. It's one of its kind, it's very unique, so they are going to be mesmerized at finding such a project like this in Uganda. They will be happy.
Are they here by invitation, or how does it go about, and where does the equity bank come in from?
Yeah, they are here actually to look at the progress and also to help, especially helping African governments to build the capacity in terms of producing all drugs, in terms of producing vaccines, but it happens to be one of its own kind in Africa, where our facility is going to be making mRNA vaccines for COVID-19, other vaccines, recombinant vaccines, biologics. So it's really amazing. And once they have that, including the nutraceutical lines, we are going to help them to show them GMP compliance. So all that combined is what probably forced them to say, yeah, let's go and look at what we should do in Uganda.
And of course, you work to the journey in Equity Bank. How far have you gone, and how are you getting that partnership going?
To me, Equity is the bank. And I keep saying that if all the banks were forward-looking, if all the banks were like Equity Bank, I believe Africa would be fine. Because the biggest problem for African companies, the reason why we really is lack of access to capital. So when you look at an individual bank, giving that much capital to African entrepreneurs, to projects like this that can feed lives of millions of people in Africa, it's a plus. And we are trying to bank. I've not seen a bank, a single financial system like this bank. I'm so proud of this bank, especially the commanding, the board, the build in Uganda, the board in Kenya. They are an amazing team. All the staff that work at this bank, they have, I think, a special kind of training that you cannot get in other financial institutions.
My name is Hitesh and I am the Chief Executive Officer of pharma. So our plan is we will go to plant visit. The plant, as you are seeing, that is under construction. But there are many good things, many new things which we are doing here in Uganda, and we wanted to show where we are going through these plants. And then we'll come here and then we will share more things what we have been doing here in this particular space. Welcome, we go. We have two such stations for tableting and two such stations for capsules. So there is no constraint of capacity if we have to manufacture more. So we have enough machines from day one.
So cumulatively you could get 200,000 in 1 hour.
If we are using both
two stations.
Yeah. And we have also designed to other rooms for bigger machines.
Okay.
So bigger machine will deliver till July.
Okay.
thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for our visitors today. And we thank you for Day by Pharma Limited. Father, as we are here, we pray that you intervene in this gathering. And as each of us goes back, let each of us see your mercy. We have prayed all this in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Your seats, please. The head of delegation, WHO, Equity Bank, and all of us here present. On behalf of the group, we would want to thank you so much for showing up here today. We would want to welcome you back from the long tour. I hope you played a mark on us, but that is how far we have gone. We still need a lot of support to work realize. At that note, I would want to invite the Chief Executive Officer of Day Pharma to make a presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Welcome, Honorable Minister and all delegates. My name is Hitesh Upreti, associated with this particular project since last year, August, and I officially joined in the month of December last year, and physically I came here this year, January. So I have been associated with this project for some time now, and I would like to take you through what we are doing, what we are thinking, and what all value addition Day Biopharma is going to do in not only in Ugandan pharmaceuticals market, but in Ugandan economy and in terms of the pharmaceuticals as well as in the overall ecosystem of pharma and biotech. I'm a pharmaceuticals guy. I have around 32 years experience in pharmaceuticals. First 15 years in India with the top Indian companies. Then last 16 years I have been serving in Africa with African multinationals like Aspen from South Africa. Then my last assignment was with a company in Tanzania, which is the second largest pharmaceuticals company in Tanzania as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer. Day Biopharma, as you know, is situated here at Matuga, and we have 100 acres of land that we will be manufacturing vaccines, biologics, general medicine, which we call generics, where we can manufacture any kind of medication, be it pain and fever, be it GI, be it cardiology, diabetology, neuropsychiatry. So with the time we will have a big range of products. Then we would be the only company who would be manufacturing the oncology. We would be manufacturing a kind of antibiotic called cephalosporins. We would also be manufacturing another kind of antibiotic called penicillin. Then we will have a dedicated sterile area, means injectable area, where we will manufacture ampoules, vials. Again, as I was telling that Day Biopharma is a fully integrated African pharmaceuticals company. We will be manufacturing orals, topical, injectable, oncology, nutraceuticals, biosimilars, and mRNA vaccine. There are a few more things here. Okay. Oral could be many things: topical, cream, ointment, lotion, all those things. Injectable, oncology, nutraceuticals, which is the second phase. By the end of the year, we will have nutraceuticals. And we are very advanced in biosimilars and mRNA vaccine today. In following slides, I will detail about what we are doing in biosimilars and mRNA vaccine, which is very, very exciting, because not only in Africa, across the world, there are very few companies who are doing some work on these two areas. Next. Okay, so solid liquid, I think we have done this. We have 5 separate facilities. We have biological manufacturing suites, which suit for biosimilars and vaccine. Then all the facilities modular, built from Europe and US, and full GMP compliance facility, and all technologies are from US. All the consultants are from US. All the designing work, flow work, which facility to be kept where, those people have assisted us, those people have guided us, and they keep coming here every month to support us, to guide us. That's how we are moving forward. Next, please. This is the layout. We are here. Okay. This is the place where we would be manufacturing our biologics and vaccines. This is the warehouse which will support the vaccine area, and this is the sterile area which will also support the vaccine manufacturing area, and this is the generic area where we went and where we have seen those machines. Then from here we came out, and here is the oncology area which is to be constructed. Then the cephalosporin area would be here, the penicillin area. You have seen that the small powerhouse, water treatment plant, and this is the main heart of the whole organization, that is quality assurance and quality control building. The kind of equipment we have ordered and the kind of thought process we have for quality control, quality assurance, as well as R&D, that is marvelous. Maybe 1 year down the line, when we have similar kind of assembly, that time I can take you there and I can show you what all things we are doing in our quality department. Next. So this is the COVID-19 crisis in Africa. The more greener part, where the more number of people get the COVID vaccine, and if you see in Africa, out of 100 people, out of 1,000 people, less than 10 people got the COVID vaccine. So our would be that this should seem like this or this with the time, because the kind of innovation we are doing, not only in terms of the vaccine, but in terms of pricing, which is very, very important, it is mind-boggling. So the kind of product we have developed molnupiravir, which is already registered in Kenya by now, and which we would be transferring to Uganda anytime. We have Paxlovid, we have ritonavir, we have nirmatrelvir, we have rilpivirine and fluvoxamine. All these are the latest molecules which are already developed by CRO in US. Technology is transferred to a company in Kenya, so that as soon as we are ready, all the product we can bring here, the dossiers are ready, it will shorten our go-to-market time. Otherwise, if we start after completing this plant, we will take another 6 months to go to commercialize these products. Then COVID-19 vaccine is already developed. I will go in detail in next slides. Then we have more mRNA vaccines, where we have HPV vaccine, HIV vaccine, and TB vaccine. All the designs are finalized and ready today. But tomorrow we will have many more vaccines which will support the African healthcare through Day Biopharma. Next, we have good range of biosimilars also, 60 billion USD, and none of the other company, at least in Sub-Saharan Africa, is doing biosimilars as of today. I'm not sure about the South Africa or North Africa, but in Sub-Saharan Africa, no company is doing biosimilar as of today. So we would be the first company doing biosimilars in Sub-Saharan Africa. Next. So Professor Sarfaraz Niazi is our chief mentor, who is assisting us in all these activities through his own scientific knowledge. He is a renowned biochemist in US, and he has 179 patents in his pocket. Okay, so he is the he's the brain behind all these scientific support which we are getting from US. Next. Okay, now coming to COVID-19 mRNA vaccine, technology, 100% technology transfer is done. Okay, development process and safety tests are completed. Manufacturing facility is ready to ship from US and EU. The place which is vacant today, all the orders are being given. The construction of the sites, what you have seen there, the panels, the machines are already under process in US. And in a month to 2 month time, those machines and those panels would be there. So what I see with most aggressively in next 4 months, the facility would be ready, up and running in this place which is vacant today. Biggest hurdle for most of the country for vaccine or any new drug is the patent. But we are lucky that we come under LDC countries. South Africa can't do that, but Uganda can do that. So I have that positivity or that advantage being in LDC country, that I can today, if somebody is innovating a product in US or Europe, tomorrow I can bring that product and I can do my own innovation and I can start producing that product. So that is the advantage being in. So we will supply to 46 LDC countries in Africa this vaccine, and it is intellectual property free product, so the most affordable cost for COVAX program also. In fact, our vaccine would be at a 10% cost of mRNA vaccine which is developed by other companies. So that would be the difference of the pricing. With the same, similar, because we can't say same, but it would be the similar technology and same effect. Next. This is the future extension, the space which was vacant. So go to next. Oncology is at very advanced stage in terms of the groundwork. Now the only thing when we do first phase, second phase, everything you can't do. Then we will go to cephalosporin phase. Go next, which was big money on quality control and quality assurance equipment and the labs. So our lab is coming from Europe. All the equipment, some from Germany, some from England, some from Italy, and it will be a state-of-art lab. Formulation development, quality assurance, quality control, and research and development, these 4 things would be there. Next. Next. So, oncology, cephalosporin, penicillin are under structural design, and they by pharma, we say it is the part of biotech and pharma in Africa. Thank you very much. Any questions? Welcome.
To make this presentation, mindful of time. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister, the head of delegation from WHO, officials from Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, National Board of Authority, more importantly, the MD, Managing Director of Equity Bank, some the funders of this project. The CEO, the group, the chief pharmacist, the ranger, the project manager, project engineer, QS, the press, the media present, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I think, Honorable Minister, you allow me to remove my mask because social distancing, I have enough social distance here. I'm so happy to receive the WHO team here. We are honored, we are humbled. Bringing these people to us. Today, we are talking about natural medicine, herbal medicine, traditional medicine. Honorable Minister and WHO team, to tell you the truth, what you see here, this is a multi-million-dollar project. It's a $500 million project that we are setting up here with our partners, Equity Bank. I tell you, it's because of herbal medicine, it's because of traditional medicine that you see this project here today. How? When I went to Equity Bank, I told them, you know what? First of all, when I was at university, Macquarie University, I used to suffer from malaria a lot. And my professor, Dr. Nambachi, who taught me chemistry at Makerere University, had an old man who was almost 90 years old, who had medicine to treat malaria. Now, when Dr. Nambacha went to natural chemotherapeutics under Minister of Health, there is a drug there. Now, when we used to buy this drug to treat malaria, it was more effective than chloroquine, than quinine, and had no side effects. And that's how we managed to chase malaria out of our bodies. Because I fell sick of malaria every month in University Hospital, suffering from malaria, until I discovered this. Then what happened? This old man, when he was about to die, he says, I don't want to die with this innovation. I want either give it to government, or let me get money from it. I decided to look for money. And I tell you, I got the money. And when I got the money, I bought this formulation. A herbal formulation. A concoction. And it was not small money. So when I bought this innovation, I got a team of scientists from Makerere University, Malago National Referral Hospital, Mbara University, and Gulu University, to do the phytochemical studies, the safety studies, the efficacy studies on this product. So what they discovered that actually this drug works better than DHA. If I talk about DHA, WHO, you know, the hydroxymethylamine, the most effective anti-malaria. But our product was working better. So what happened? One of the professors who worked on this at Makerere University goes to the US, got a protected job there to teach in a university, a prestigious university in the US. In fact, it initially was to do a PhD, and then, because he was performing so well, in his first year he was appointed to teach in the same university. So, he told me that I worked on this product when I was in Uganda. Bring this product in US, the latest laboratory equipment. I took this product to the US. And in the US, they were stunned, or they were amazed by an African younger man who brings a product that kills malaria parasites. I have not seen it before, and I have no laboratory, I have no budget. So they're like, how did you do it? And actually, some people wanted to buy this innovation. Then I knew. I told them, no, it's not for sale. I have to go back and do this, develop this for my African people. I tell you, I did not have money to do so. And I approached Equity Bank. Equity Bank and United Bank. God bless Equity. Here was a bush. I brought the managing director, Sam Chirumi. I said to my brother, there is a pharmaceutical industry here. He said, where is it? This is a forest. It is what we are calling a pharmaceutical industry. By 6 acres. Where you see that building city, that building is almost 4 football pitches, the size of 4 football pitches. Those first 6 acres. I told him I need money to buy this one, so that I can set up. Initially, I did not believe him, but when I convinced him, he says, okay, with my board, to give you the money. And they go to the bank and give me money. And actually, they have gone adding money to me, adding to where you see this project today. The CEO has told you is the only FDA compliant. We are building this facility to meet all global GMP standards. When our minister is talking about herbal medicine, yes, it's the future. Herbal medicine. I will share my speech. But in my remarks, I'm saying that save for technology and natural resources. There is nothing else that can remove Africa from poverty like a traditional medicine. Because from traditional medicine, See what it has done. Compound of malaria. See what it has done. I tell you, herbal medicine is the future. How? I'll give you one example. Colonization of the African continent late was because malaria, the mosquitoes were fighting for us. Invaders were coming from Europe. Mosquitoes were biting them and they were dying. And they were coming with guns. But African people were here. Traditional medicine. My grandmother died at more than 100 years of age. Very strong. My mom, who is 80 years, I've never seen her go to hospital. She gave birth to 16 kids. The capacity of traditional medicine should be taken serious. How? Francisco Totti, in 1632, in Europe, he is the first person who looked at the cinchona tree and realized that actually it treats malaria. 1662. But our forefathers were here with malaria, and for it was a problem to them. You get malaria and they go to the bush, they get you and you go running. The issue is that they never documented anything from where we could start from. Now, what are we saying? The French chemists, Joseph and his friend Pierre, they are the ones who isolated this quinolin and quinine from cinchona bark. WHO, you are responsible for approving these medicines. How many trillions has quinine generated ever since it was invented more than 100 years ago? And it is herbal medicine because it comes from a cinchona tree. Mr. Hans Andisal, the one who discovered chloroquine, he went and screened more than 12,000 compounds from natural plants. And actually realized that chloroquine is related to quinine. And it was adopted by the WHO. How many trillions did the chloroquine generate in the 19 years when it was approved by WHO is herbal medicine? Let's go to where it is. It was an innovation by the Chinese. How many trillions are this generated? It's herbal medicine. Because antimycin, you get antimycin. And from antimycin, there are two derivatives from that. Antimether and antihistamine. So, Mr. Yijing, a Chinese, combined antimether and rifampicin and called it coatem. How many billions of dollars or trillions has coatem generated ever since it was invented? It's herbal medicine. But it was delivered from a plant. I'll give you another example. Paclitaxel. The National Congress of the US and NCI funded a project to screen and discover new compounds for cancer. So when they got paclitaxel, it was the first drug in the history of cancer to generate $1 billion in sales 30 years ago. It's herbal medicine. What are we doing wrong in Africa? It is because when your grandmother or your mother knows what cures malaria or what cures diabetes, if she dies with the innovation. And those who will come after her will not do. That's what makes the biopharma unique. How? That we have a comprehensive program to screen thousands of plants, herbal medicine and medicinal plants, and isolate active principles, isolate compounds that the world that will come after 1,000 years where we've died, drugs to treat humanity. Doesn't that deserve a hand clap? Why are we saying that? Because 70% of all biodiversity is in Africa. Save for Amazon, 70% is in Africa. We control the herbal medicine, the herbs and medicinal plants, which are not in Europe or in the US. The program is comprehensively screening these natural remedies, these plants, and create a database of millions of compounds that we can now work with WHO for them to have access to this technology. Because nobody is doing this in the whole world. So we are going to be the pinnacle of research and drug discovery in the world. Because nobody has done this before. I don't want to take you, because I know you don't have much time, that Day Biopharma is the power of biotech and pharma in Africa. We are the first company on the African continent to import technology to manufacture mRNA vaccines in Africa. Did you know the company? We have full technology that we can even transfer tomorrow to any country around Africa to make mRNA vaccines for COVID. And we've used the same technology to develop other vaccines. Tuberculosis, HIV, HPV, namely about 5. Same technology. And then if we want to be the center of excellence in terms of biologics, making biologics, our biosimilar product, fluorouracil, which is required by every cancer patient in the world, has just been approved by FDA, and we're going to make it right here to treat cancer patients. Because this drug is very expensive, there are people in Africa who cannot afford. But we are bringing the cost of these biological drugs down so that people can afford and they don't die of cancer and these other sicknesses. Arthritis. You know very well that the drug that treats arthritis is adalimumab. The cost of adalimumab is $30,000. How many people can afford that in Africa? But we're going to make adalimumab right there so that we treat our people in Africa at a very cheap cost. We've developed tocilizumab for treatment of COVID-19. We've developed paclitaxel. We've developed Paxlovid, Nimatravir, including the latest TB drug that is used to treat resistant tuberculosis. So we want to partner with WHO. We want your guidance to make sure that for the first time, a company on the African continent takes lead in drug discovery and the pharma world for the first time. Now, almost 100 years, there are classes of antibiotics, but the most effective was penicillin. So one of the programs we put here in the screening of those plants is to try and discover more classes of antibiotics. Because you can imagine in the US, antibiotic resistance, 2 million people develop this condition every year. And 23,000 die every year because of antibiotic resistance. What if a stubborn bacteria, just like we've seen, coronavirus, comes up one day and is not responsive to penicillin, is not responsive to cephalosporins, is not responsive to any other type of antibiotics? What will happen? And you know very well that only a bacteria that can be used to treat diseases in the world I have one. We talk with facts. We developed this product, Monapravir, fully approved in East Africa to treat COVID-19. It's the first approved drug by FDA, by European Union, and I think the WHO, you approved it last week, this. So you can imagine, we are a company in Africa, but if we were to import the technology to make this, and we are the only people in Africa having this technology and making this product. So all the way to our vaccine, we are talking about mRNA vaccine, 100% that of Pfizer. Evaluate it, we give you the samples, carry out all the tests that you want on our vaccine. If it passes, give us the order. We are ready to supply 1 billion vaccines before the end of this year. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Our Minister, we thank you so much. We are humbled. Without your support, we wouldn't have been here. So kindly come and address your people, because your efforts have led us to this. Honorable Minister started visiting us when we had not done anything, but she believed in us.
Equity Bank, who has believed in ambition in Africa. The staff from STI and the rest of us, all protocol observed. My remarks here will be brief. First, I want to thank Mr. Magola and his team. This young man represents what Africa needs: courage. Courage. I actually got to know about him when the media was bashing him, and I was like, who is this guy who everybody is talking about? So I looked out for him, called him. He came to my office, and I saw that defiant spirit which we need. We need to be defiant against the situations that the world has put us in the past, and we have allowed ourselves. So we need to be defiant in order to get out of there and make Africa stand on their feet. And I saw that courage, very undeterred. So I came here. For me, I can see the vision. I can see she shared it. I said, let's go. There have been lots of ups and downs, and I keep telling him, let's go. Let's go. We shall overcome. Let's go. Because if we don't try, we cannot begin. So this is the kind of ambition that I've been talking to you all through since you arrived in the country. What's the dream? The dream is for us to industrialize Africa, to industrialize Uganda, to take the natural resources that we have this far managed in subsistence and turn it into industries so that we can fight poverty and underdevelopment. And as you have walked through some of the things with our natural therapeutics, this far, every effort has been at improving subsistence. And now we are saying no, we are not interested in subsistence. We are interested in industry. Because we can still treat our people with herbals, with those herbal medicines, if they are produced at industrial level. So we want to take our knowledge, we want to take our intellectual properties, take it through a process which is approved, and eventually bring it to manufacturing and avail it to the world. And this facility is a big component in the value chain, as the place where we bring everything to GMP and avail it to the world in a very respectable internationally approved standards, such that we world in the global industry, but also we can have an opportunity to raise our people. So we were working this through a very innovative approach. I tried to illustrate that approach when we were in Harare, where we bring together the resources, the different types of resources in the country. We don't have to create. Actually, Africa has a lot of resources, but Africa lacks systems. Systems that...
Particularly Uganda. We realized that there were several efforts at transforming the things we used to call COVID-19. But then, if you present them to the world, they are going to say, how did you arrive? How did you do this? How did you determine dosing? How did you determine side effects? How did you determine effectiveness? You know, and to avoid those questions and make sure that as we step out boldly with the kind of heart that the Honorable Minister has, that is the lion heart. You know, so WHO said, let's support member states. And the only way WHO can support member states is usually technical. So WHO decided to look for experts in the different aspects of drug production. You know, innovation, invention, and drug production. So it put together, in collaboration with the African CDC, that is African Center for Disease Control, and the African Union Commission for Social Welfare. Together we launched what we call a regional expert committee for treatment of COVID-19 in Africa. And it was announced, and the member states were told, if you are doing this, we have this committee, and the committee is at your disposal. You are at liberty to invite them to seek their support at any point in time. So at the instance of the Honorable Minister for Office of the President and the WHO Country Office, we are visiting Uganda with the team to see what is on ground.
Engineer Anke Weisheit. I am part of the REACT team, expert committee team, and my other profession is to work as Chair Innovation and Business Management and the co-founder of Farm Biopack. Very similar name, Biofarm. We are similar. And that center is in Poole, pharmaceutical, biotechnology and traditional.
Founder, the managing director akulira ekitongole kibayita Biofarm. Ekitongole kino kizimbe mpuliro oligenda okuwa Uganda eddagala lyonna lye bakozesa mu malwaliro n'okuwa Abannayuganda eddagala tabasobola kufuna Uganda oba mu Africa olwokubanga libadde lya beeyi waggulu nga gavumenti zisobola kubanga abantu batasobola tebali afford. Kati olwaleero no tubadde n'omukisa okukyaza WHO team, World Health Organization team, ekitongole ky'ebyobulamu ekyensi yonna tujja okulaba kye tukola, era nsanyuse nnyo okubeera nti balabye badde bakisuubira mu Africa. Ndi musanyufu kubanga tebaani okubeera nti ekitongole kisobola okusindika abantu okubejjenyuka ebyokulaba nti tukola mu Africa.
Ennaku bika by'eddagala byoyogeddeko bye mwatandise okukola ne bye musuubira okukola.
Eddagala eryasoose okubeera approved tuyita COVID-19 by FDA, ekitongole ky'Amerika ekikebera omutindo gw'eddagala, n'ekitongole ky'e Bulaaya baita EMA eddagala libasooka okwapuruvinga okukakasa treating COVID-19 baliyita munakukabu eddagala ffe mu Africa yonna ffe twasooka kulikola mu Africa n'abamaze okulyakukunga Kenya vaccines nti covid bweyatukuba abaasa okukola vaccines eyo mu America kyali kizibu nnyo Africa okufuna vaccines naye mukama mulungu kubanga ffe kampani yasooka mu Africa okuleeta tekinologi akola vaccine si vaccine wa covid-19 yekka naye vaccine webike vaccine zinga recombinant vaccine okukola eddagala the latest cancer drugs eddagala lyakokolo eddagala eridiretest eba tetusobola kujja mu Africa olw'ebbeeyi yaalyo ko twasobola okuimportinga vaccine byo mu Africa yonna tugenda kwatokera wano tusobola okuweereza abantu nga ligitiro ku nsi yonna. This is a $500 million project, but we are taking it in phases. And yes, we thank our partners, funders, especially banks, Uganda Women's Project, Uganda UDB, n'abalala abatufanja project okweyanjula okusobola kubanga ye kolero lyokka erizimbibwa ku mutindo gw'ensi yonna okumiitinga standards singa FDA, okumiitinga standards singa European Medicine Agency, European Union. Ekitegeeza nti tusobola okukolera n'eddagala lyaffe ne tulitunda mu nsi yonna gezanga mu America, gezanga mu Europe. Ekolera esooka mu Africa kubeera ku mutindo gwa FDA.